Greetings! Hello, 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 hello. Fade that down. Welcome to the stream! Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello! It's just me today. It's just me again. Oh, no thank you. It's just me again. It feels very strange not having Mark here with us. Now I've sort of got used to having him around, but yeah, you're back to just me now. But hello, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for coming along and joining us on the next phase, the scary phase. It could be argued, the scary phase of the edit for Anamnesis. It's been going very well so far. Like the writing went very, very well and was really chill and was really lovely. The recording and the read through process went very, very well. It was very smooth. It was wonderful to have Mark Galley recording with us. And now we come to the big bit, which is the edit. I think what's interesting about this edit, for me at least, is that yeah, I'm kind of going into this not really knowing what it's going to sound like, which is an interesting kind of thing. I think, I say that as much as, whenever I go into any new show, I don't really know you don't really know what it's going to sound like until you get it into the workstation. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this turns out. I'm looking forward to figuring out what this show is going to sound like. As we kind of build it, as we design it, we're going to be focusing on episode 1 today. I think episode 1 is going to keep us occupied more than enough time. There's not going to be any music. I'm going to either do that potentially on Wednesday or a different stream, depending on, or a different day, basically, potentially next year, because we're at that time now. But yeah, the hope is to get episode 1 at a good kind of place today. With sound design, and then potentially on Wednesday we'll work on the music for it. Just because like I said, I've got a couple of ideas for what to do with the music, but I'd like the music to be informed by how the edit comes together, how it sounds, and everything, which is something we'll be figuring out tonight. Hello, Mattis Martigan. Hello, I think I'll be able to watch this one live. Fingers crossed, no surprise meetings. Yes, no, I join you in hoping to not have any surprise meetings. Surprise meetings are the worst. You can't prepare for them. I also apologise. I'm going to be kind of grabbing onto my mug a lot this stream. It's very cold in Scotland. We had our coldest day of the year a couple of days ago, and yeah, we're still in a very, very cold snap. And the heating in this flat is not the best. Here, let's flip over. So here's our here's the work stream. Here's the project file. I'm gonna kind of treat hello mysterious peak chilly weather aesthetic going on today, Dev. Thank you very much and good morning. Yes, I got this the other day. This wonderfully warm, thick. It's called a shacket. It's like a shirt jacket. I didn't know it was called a shacket. That's wonderful. But I'm also wearing a t-shirt for Ghost, which is possibly the best band in the entire world. I'm very proud of this t-shirt. But right, let me just make sure this is working, because to go really, really boring for a second, if you've watched the stream for a long time, you know that sometimes I have trouble getting Reaper to play on stream, right? And turns out I was going about it the wrong way, and turns out there was a really easy way of connecting the things together that I didn't know about. So hopefully you can hear that. Hopefully hear a little piano sound, just to make sure that's working. Yes, we have audio. Amazing. That's so much easier. That's so much easier than what I was doing before. I had like a separate plugin and I had to like reinstall it every time. This is so much easier. This piano, by the way, is the Imagiro Piano 2. It's very, very good. It's replacing a lot of the piano sounds in my library, because a lot of them I don't want to use anymore for reasons. It's very good. But we're not here to talk about music today. No, get out of here. That was just to make sure that the audio was working. So yeah, so as much as we're going to be mostly working with the delightful sonorous tone of Mark Galley today, we also have some extra voices. First of all, we have the voice of Sam Lee, Goblin Mixtape, who wrote Anamnesis, who designed the game, who wrote and designed Anamnesis. They were very kindly let me kind of use the audiobook version of Anamnesis as a source for this. So we're going to be chopping that up and using that in this series, and then on top of that as well, they have also recorded some extra lines as well that we're going to be using. So that's all very, very exciting as well. And yet we also have some wonderful community recordings from our fantastic Ko-fi members. We're going to be using. We're going to be using as well. Thank you to everybody that has sent in audio. I haven't listened to any of them yet, and I'm really excited to kind of get started on them. I'm very excited. So I should probably look at the script. I'm not going to have the script up on screen today, just because it takes up quite a lot of space, and also. Also it's formatting's kind of fallen all over the place. So it is you're just going to get the standard view today. Nothing too fancy, nothing too scary. So let's get Mark Galley in here. I want to take 2 and take 3 for that for the first bit. Pop that in there. Single track. Okay, those are 2 takes, and the thing I wrote down. Alright, so these are I think. And then 4 and 5 are the voiceover, so I should be using, so they should be down here. That was the other thing. Yep, that's working. So I'm very aware that there is definitely a danger of me going into editing mode. So editing this and I stop talking. I'm just literally just making the thing and not talking about what I'm doing or anything like that. So I apologize if that happens. I will try and be aware of that. But yeah, that's just something I'm already aware of that potentially happening. Okay, so extra line at the end. Really like the clothes bit. I'm trying to read my notes that I made while I was recording. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Start with take 3, which is here. Let's see what Mark sounds like. Start adding anything.
Again. Right, there we go. Right. Cool.
It's a bit. Right, there's a little bit of noise.
Recording. So do you want me to just go for another full run through of the waking up bit?
Yes, please, Mark, if that's all right.
Or... Yeah. Oh, say take 3. Yep. Cool.
That's what we want. Okay.
Where am I?
Okay, so the first thing we're doing at the moment is I'm focusing on... I'm just going to get kind of Mark's bit done first. Just this kind of opening bits, because the opening's going to be quite difficult to do, I think, because we don't have any music. So I think the pacing is going to change. So I think the idea at this early stage is to just kind of get the takes in the right order, kind of start chopping things up, start moving things around, and kind of start working on the first sort of the first kind of set piece. And the first set piece is going to be the line going into take a deep breath and wake up, and then that's going to be there are going to be lots of voices coming in for that, and then we're going to have this wonderful sound that Mark gave us. Did we get a longer breath than that? I think I did ask Mark to do a bigger breath. Just an.
I'm going to say words so that way I can feel okay about it.
Let's have a look.
Oh. No, I should. Oh no!
You get lots of assorted noises when you're editing remote recorded audio.
Yeah, I'm still recording on my end. Oh, sorry. No, yeah. Oh, adjustments and things.
Hang on. It's like a fun little time capsule. It is. Yeah, that's a really good way of looking at it, actually. I really like. I always love going back over these recordings, like less so now because I use Riverside and we're recording more in person now. So I don't necessarily have to go through remote recordings and interpret them. So it's nice. It's always a fun little kind of, and it's weird knowing that we recorded it on stream as well. So I could literally just go back and see what the context was. Which is profoundly very, very strange. Is this the second take?
Doing a recording.
Thank you, Mark.
Ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Where am I?
No, I think I prefer. Yeah, okay. So, let's start bringing in. Let's going to add in. So this is the Anamnesis I'm bringing in just now. It's already in mono, which is brilliant. Amazing. It's been resampled, which is great. So what do we need? We need specific sentences.
Anamnesis. Design and writing by Samantha Lee.
Okay, we're going to need that for the title.
Writing by Samantha Lee. Editing by Marks Shepard.
Just what a wonderful voice.
Layout by Thomas Manuel.
Okay.
Samantha Lee's other games can be Anamnesis. Noun. 1. A remembrance of the past. 2. Platonism. The recollection of innate knowledge from a previous existence. What?
I think I prefer that. Okay.
Knowledge. What is anamnesis?
Very good question.
Anamnesis is a...
Hopefully we're going to figure that out tonight. Okay.
You play as an individual who has woken up with memory loss. You do not remember who you are.
Okay.
The prompts in anamnesis are not dark.
Kind of need the
How
prompts.
to play.
Okay.
After you read a prompt, draw from the major arcana deck. Use the...
I also think it's just very cool. So I just want to take a second. I think it's really cool that there is an audiobook version of this available. I'm not very well versed in the indie tabletop RPG scene. But I just think it's really cool that there's an audiobook version. I think that's really accessible and interesting and cool.
Example of play number 1.
Like, I would not be averse to scoring this audiobook. That's it. So if you happen to write tabletop RPGs and you would like a soundtrack or an audiobook version of your book, I am available for things. In fact, I'm going to put a little... There's a thing in the chat right now where you can... Right.
Robin draws a card from the major Robin wants their game to take place in a phantom.
Get in there.
I awaken with a splitting headache. Example of play number 2.
Example play number 2.
Entry. I walk out of the courthouse.
Here it is.
When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Perfect. That's what we're after. And then we also need...
Pentacles. Act 1. Pentacles.
So...
You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. Draw 3 cards from the deck of pentacles.
Okay, so. Yep. So how this is going to run, how each episode is going to start, is that you're going to get the start of each act from the audiobook.
Act 1.
So this is Act
Pentacles.
1. So you're getting Act 1 Pentacles.
You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are. Anamnesis. Noun. 1.
And then that'll be the...
Anamnesis.
What's the title? As in, like, over the title music. Get rid of that for now.
Act 1. Pentacles.
Okay.
You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town
Again, more music
or city.
under this.
You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home.
Music kind of comes down.
When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Okay.
Ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
A bit quicker.
Ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
So, first of all, let's get that noise removed. So we're going to use... So this is my standard effects chain for vocals. I use a plosive. I use a Waves C4 mono. It has a handy-dandy voiceover compressor. That's kind of a good place to start. Which I think I usually use on Mark's audio, and it tends to be fine. And then I have an L1, the Waves L1 limiter, just to push everything, just to make sure everything's kind of hitting the same level, and then that should be us. So this is it before.
Cup.
And this is what it sounds like now.
Cup.
Okay, still a little bit of background there. But here's the other thing. So we talked a little bit about this on the stream, but I think this is something this I Am in Askew or the Silt Verses does. I can't remember which one of their shows does this, but they use rain to hide a lot of background noise, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this. There's going to be lots of rain sounds, lots of beautiful, wonderful rain sounds in this audio drama. So,
When you are ready, take a deep breath.
I want to have like a little whoosh here, right? So it's going to be like a...
When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
It's almost like a falling backwards. Because we are also going to have other voices. Let's bring them in. Let's bring them in, everybody. So, let's start with... okay. Let me just... Voice number 1. So this is by Cat Fireblade. Cat, if you're watching, thank you very much for sending in, letting us borrow your lovely voice.
Anamnesis.
Okie dokie.
Wake up.
Ah, perfect. There we go. That's all we need just now. So a potential, as much as right now we've just got Sam saying Anamnesis. At the moment, oh come on. Saying Anamnesis at the moment.
Anamnesis.
I like the idea of it being almost like a sort of chorus of voices, like a sort of whispering, because I really like the design on the cover where you've got the title gradually fading out the lower down you go on the page. So I kind of like trying to represent that in a sort of audio space. Okay, so.
And wake up.
So let's copy this over. We're going to have to this bit's going to take a bit of work
Wake up.
And wake up.
because I want to add lots of delays and effects and things just to make this chorus bit sound really, really big. So I think that's probably what I'm going to spend most of this stream working on. I'm beginning to realize now, saying I'll probably get all of episode 1 done today was a brave endeavor, but I don't think we're going to quite get there. But we shall try anyway. Next up we have from Michelle Khan. And I believe that's the second one here.
Anamnesis. Wake up.
Amazing. Fantastic. Throw that on there. I will be using the rest of the audio as well. Oh, hi! I will be kind of using the rest of the audio as well. I just need that little bit for now. Just throw that in there. So, what do we want? We want delay. I'm going to try out a new thing that I recently got. And I've been interested to see how it works with vocals. So right now you've got
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
which is nice. It needs to be faster. So let's give this a go.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Okay. It needs to be a lot
Wake up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
a lot quicker.
Wake up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
Wake
Wake
up.
up.
A lot sooner than that.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
That's more like it. Okay. The other thing I want to do, I'm going to add in more voices in a second. I just want to see if I can get this effect working first. So this slightly scary looking thing is Portal by Output. It is a granulizer. So what it does is it chops up the audio signal into tiny like microseconds portions, and then adds little effects to them, like pitch shifting and delays and things, and you can get some really interesting effects with it. I still don't entirely know how to use it, but let's play around with some presets and see what we can find. So let's throw that on there.
Breath.
Wake up.
Ooh, well, hello there. Okay. I think clusters maybe a little bit much, but particle dispersal, maybe that's more what we're after.
Wake up.
Well, hello there. Okay. So I really like that. Also going to add a little radiator. Again, this is a new thing I haven't used. I got this for free, which I'm interested in seeing.
Wake up.
Ooh, I like it. I really like it. Let's reverse it. See what that sounds like. Okay. I need to pull that down a little bit.
Wake up.
Let's add some more voices and see what that comes on. So this next up is Ryan. If you're watching, thank you very much for contributing, and thank you very much for supporting Tin Can Audio on Ko-fi. I hope you are well. Was at David Pello's wedding. we got roped in to be
Breath.
Wake up.
Ooh, hello.
Breath.
Wake up.
Okay, this is
Breath.
Wake up.
Breath.
Wake up.
and wake up.
Okay. I'm going to have to play around with volume and panning and things, but it's fun. It's sounding good. It's sounding exciting. It's sounding interesting. And it's taken me 35 minutes to do 20 seconds. Excellent. Great. Fantastic. Just what we love. Let's use the bisexual reverb. Let's get that on the go. Yeah, any second now. Okay. Experimental. Dark Expanse. That's what we want.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
So let's get this order correct.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Swap that order around a little bit.
Wake up.
Wake up.
The other way.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Okay. Who else do we have? We have Tang Whistle. Hello. Thank you very much. Let's get this on mono.
A remembrance of the past.
Ooh, hello.
The hanged man, sacrifice, had certainty, lack of direction and perspective.
I love and
Wake up. A remembrance.
oh, it sounds so good. Okay, let's see what we have here.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Okay, I think Ryan's lovely voice is slightly overpowering. Let's
Wake up.
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 ooh, lots of very fun noises. Okay, here's a better way of doing this.
And wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. And wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Let's add a little more delay. So all I'm doing is I'm just adding more delays to it. So it just means the bouncing effect should go on a little bit longer.
And wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Just a little bit longer. Just a nice little, and also like it's, I might make that a little bit bigger.
And wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Okay, I believe we have a couple more. This is Michael Furo for sending in some audio for us.
Wake up. Wake up.
Whoa. Bassy beast. Okay, let's see what this sounds like.
Wake up.
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 Ooh, that is delicious. That is tasty. That is very tasty. Okay, I believe we still have more voices. Okay, I think we have one more, two more. Right. So last up we have Erasmus. Thank you very much for sending in your audio.
Wake up.
Lovely. Okay, let's get this put in.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Oh, it's sonorous. It's beautiful. Oh, it sounds so good. Why do I sound surprised? Okay.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
But there is still more for us to do. So, this is going to start regular volume. And then... Okay, this is either gonna work first time, or it's gonna... If you're listening on headphones, you might want to turn it down just for a second. Just because this is going to get louder before it stops. So the idea is it's going to get louder and louder and louder, and it's going to stop. It's going to kind of cut down really quickly. As you can see from this delightful envelope that I have here.
Breath. And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Ooh, that's good. That's very good. That was perfect. I can't believe that. But, and it didn't... That didn't
And wake up.
peak.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Oh, it didn't peak either. Oh, excellent. Haven't even added anything other than the... Oh. Okay. Excellent. Oh. See, this is another thing that happens when I'm editing. I just listen to the same bit over and over and over and over again because I really like it. So thank you everyone for sending in voices. Like, this sounds really good.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Perfect. Thank you, Mattis Martigan. It sounds really good. That's
In an
excellent.
unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home.
So I think for this bit, I'll probably start bringing in the sound design.
When you are ready,
Sound design.
take a deep breath
And then...
and wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Can I burn this out just a little bit more? Add a little bit of extra heat on here.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Okay, okay. That was a little bit loud. Let's turn that down just a little bit.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
A little bit of distortion in there. Tiny bit. What happens if I add... Sorry, I'm now just messing around. Not that I was I was messing around before, but now I'm really just messing around.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Just a little bit of bit crushing in there, just to...
Breath. And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
See, it's one of those wonderful bits of sound design that doesn't...
Breath.
You need
And wake up.
the voice acting at the end.
Wake up.
Wake up.
The bit crush might be a little bit much, but we can always add to that later. Okay, let's actually let's make a scene. Let's put that in as voiceover, and then let us consult the sound library. I have a whole folder just full of rain sounds. We have gentle rain, water runs off a pebble street recorded through an air duct, background thunder. That wasn't me. Rain on window. I think that's what we're after. I think this is one I recorded. You can tell because there's no metadata and it's labeled badly. Let's bring that in. Let's see if we can do anything with it.
You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
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 And also, while I remember, we're going to add a reverb track. So for room tones, for like room reverbs, I use the Waves Reverb, just because it has some really good kind of specific reverbs in terms of like small spaces, which I really like. So what do we want? We want from this ambience 1. We'll probably add another ambient sound in there as well. Okay.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
So it's a subtle addition. So I'll play it without the reverb.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
And then if I add the reverb,
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
just sort of gives it a little bit of distance. And the reason we're doing that is because for the voiceover track, we want the voiceover track to sound really clean. Whereas with what we're calling Anam, but it's just in-scene stuff that isn't voiceover. I forget. Where the hell did that come from? Okay. Whereas with the voiceover, we want the voiceover to sound very clean and quite close to the microphone. You know, voiceover, basically. Okay, let's get this. I'm slowly realizing this edit's probably going to take me longer than I thought it would. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't take me very long. Right, what notes did I put down? Take 3 was brilliant, except the last line. Okay, that's for the Anam stuff. Extra line at the end. Take 5. Okay. Here we go.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and
Okay, here we go.
the room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The plain, cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places.
As has the floor. And there's this creaking.
Faintly of burning
Right.
wood.
I think we need an extra ambience track. Just to add a little bit of extra rain noise. So we're going to go back to our wonderful sound library. Ooh, add a little bit of extra thunder in there. I like that. Oh, it's so nice. I just like listening to rain sounds. Like, oh. Right. Just going to throw that in as well. What we're going to do with the sound there in particular is we're going to have it quite quiet.
Act 1. Pentacles. You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain
Nice long
is that you
fade
are
up
not
here.
in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window.
Need to keep the breathing in, don't we? Ah.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the
This is the problem when you put breathing sounds in. You kind of had to commit to it, you know?
wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The plain cream-colored paint on the walls has been...
So, in the script it says there's like a wooden creak. I think it's going to be like a creaking floor in that like we'll have like standing up. So stand up and then we've got that kind of movement.
The plain cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor.
Do I have creaking floors? Am I going to have to download that? Let's have a look. Footsteps. Gravel footsteps. Concrete boots. Nope, that's useless to me. Okay. Stone. Wooden floor. Oh, thanks, past dev. Okay. Oh, I was walking on them, unfortunately. Okay. Wooden door, old wooden door creak. That is the most obnoxious door sound. I didn't record this, by the way. I got this off Free Sound. I don't know what I needed it for. It's still going. It sounds like somebody took like a recording of a trumpet solo and like slowed it right down. That was, oh, marvelous. Would you have something called wood creaks? Oh. Okay. It's a bit more subtle. Oh, is that it? Okay. Oh, we can't hear it. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's laughing at nothing. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Okay. Hang on.
burnt in places,
Right, you can hear that now.
as has the floor.
Right, okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me just... I did not realize you couldn't hear these sounds. Okay, right. What was I looking at before? Yep. I'll put it in the sound effect track. So this was the sound effect I was laughing at.
Follow my hands and arms. Shoulder pad.
It's still going. How long is this clip? This is 2.5 minutes. Of the slowest, most obnoxious creaky door you've ever heard in your entire life. So yes, that's what I was cackling at. That was where was the actual one I wanted to use? Oh no, did I get rid? Oh, I must have got rid of it. Ugh. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, it was Wood Creek. Right, yes, that's kind of... So I've got this sort of subtle... I'd argue it's maybe slightly too subtle, but we'll... Actually, first things first, let's make it mono. Oh god, that's not the sound effect. That's the voice. I promise I do know. I put it on the voice effect channel rather than the sound effect one.
Cream-colored paint on the walls has been...
So I think this might be too much, but we'll wait and see. That's too much. Way too much. I think that's probably the one, I think. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay.
Wake up.
The window. The plain cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, other than the door and the window. The plain...
Do I have clothes sounds? I'm gonna have to. I really hope I don't have to record them myself, because that's difficult. No. Sorry, let me just to show you that I am in fact doing things. Movement. That's kind of what we're after. There we go. That's good. So this was a very specific sound effect I needed for Tin Can. It was called. I think basically I needed the sound of somebody leaning against a wall and sliding down, which for some reason I thought I could represent in audio. I don't think it succeeded, but the attempt was good. Okay.
Plain cream...
Okay.
Plain cream color. The plain cream color.
See, that's quite a noisy sound. This one, but because you've got the rain sounds, you've kind of got
The plain cream colored paint on the walls has been
a little bit of a
burnt
jump.
in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room in the middle of... The plain cream-colored paint on the
Sort of
walls
sitting
has
up
been
kind of motion.
burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor.
Put a little bit of a gap there just to give that a bit more space.
Sitting in an empty apartment room in the middle of some strange pattern. I'm sitting in an empty apartment room in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk.
This is a lot of what goes into vocal editing, is getting absurdly into how long pauses are. Yeah, for some reason that pause felt too short, and now for some reason I think it's the perfect length. I can't quite explain why. It just feels like the right length. I mentioned earlier, so you may have noticed I've been taking a lot of stereo files and turning them into mono files. This was something this is something I mentioned at my audio editing workshop a few weeks ago. Anything that is an action or is like something that happens in the scene. Hello, Sagey Star. Thank you good to see you. Well, thank you. For things like voices and sound, things that happen in the scene, you want those to be in mono. Anything outside the scene, so something like rain on the window outside, that's going to be in stereo. You want that sort of stuff in stereo there, just because it gives you more control over where things are in the mix. Furiously taking notes. Thank you. I'm glad it's helpful. But yeah, just because like, you know, if you've got a voice track that's in stereo and you're putting reverb on that stereo track, in your final mix it's going to be, you know, you're going to hear it twice technically because you're going to hear the reverb as well. Whereas if it's in mono, you can kind of decide where in the stereo space you want you want the sound source to be. Just gives you more control over your mix. And also oh no, what did I do? Did I just delete something I shouldn't have? Oh, it's the reverb track. Whoops. Just literally about to say this. And also sidechain your reverb. So right now, so I've got one reverb track right now, and it's this one down here, which I'm going to make a very dark blue. And the Mark Galley is going into that, not the voiceover, just the not the voiceover, just the breathing at this point. The sound effects tracks, the ambience tracks, everything that's in the space, everything that's in the scene is going through one reverb track. So it means rather than having reverb on everything, and then if you're panning stuff, you'll hear reverbs in different places. You have one reverb track and everything goes through it. So it sounds just like in real life. You know, you have a room and everything in the room is bouncing off the walls in one kind of big mess. And that's kind of what I'm doing with the reverb. Using side chaining.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Ooh, that reminds me of another thing I was supposed to do. So these voices here. Let's do some creative panning. If you're watching with headphones, this is going to be fun. If you're not watching with headphones, bear with me here. So this is going to be.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Want this here. So what I'm doing here is I am.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Choosing where in the field, where in the stereo field each voice is going to be. So up is left, down is right, basically, and you'll see the little percentage there. It's going to go 30, and then what's next? It's this one next, so that's going to be to the right. And that's another thing, you want balance at all times. So if you've got something going left, you should also have something going right, roughly at the same point.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Okay, and then that's next. Yep. So let's stick. And I'm sort of sticking the lower ones on the. Make that 50. Does the mono thing still apply for outside scenes? Yes. Because if it were happening, if the scene were happening in front of you, you know, if you were watching the scene on a stage, for instance, and somebody was talking, you'd be hearing it in mono, basically. You'd be hearing a mono source. Whereas, you know, if you're sitting next to a window and there's rain on the window, you're hearing, you know, a lot of sound at once. And that's more of a background kind of sound thing, if that makes sense. I'm not very good at explaining these ideas in a way that kind of makes sense. I'm just so anything with a single distinct source is mono. Yes, that's a very succinct way of describing of putting what I was basically trying to say. So yeah, if it's a single sound source, you want it to be in mono. Indoor and outdoor. It doesn't really matter where a scene is taking place. Things that are in stereo are background things that frame the scene, including things like reverb. Your reverb should be in stereo as well.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
And that's going to be. Oh no, wrong way. Whoops. Okay. And that should be a little bit more. So, what we have here, so the first one,
Wake up. Wake up.
the first one is in the middle. And then the second one is 30 degrees, 30? 30% to the left, which I suppose is your right, so it'll be over here. And then this one down here is 30, sorry, this one is 30% to the right. So it sort of starts here, and it goes over here. Oops, starts here, goes there, and it goes all the way over here for 60% left, and then 60% right all the way over here, and then it goes back in the middle for the final one.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Just adds a little bit of extra width, and that's another good reason to have things in mono, is that when you're doing panning, it's a lot stronger. You can pan less. You don't have to be as extreme because you're only panning one sound source playing on one speaker rather than two sound sources playing equally. You're sort of moving two sound sources around.
Wake up.
The room smells faintly of burning wood.
We could go a bit longer there, surely. Let's
Wake up.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window.
Ooh, I think we can actually. Let's leave that a little bit longer.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The plain cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor.
What we're going to do here is we're also going to lightly fade, just gently sort of reduce the volume of the breathing, just so we sort of do a subconscious fade out. Let's bring that down a little bit. So
the room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room
Just
other
fade
than
it
the
out just a little
door
bit,
and the
little bit
window. The plain cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room, in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles.
these pauses just a little bit longer. Some might call it padding. I call it pacing.
Patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles. I am sitting in an empty apartment room, in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles with pentagrams drawn on the inside. I count 7 of them.
Right, and then this is where we bring in our second Mark Galley line.
Where am I? The more questions I asked. What happened here? My head.
Did we do this different?
Not me. Oh well, no sign. Cool. Yeah, that is all of them, right? It's just those 4. Yeah. Where am I? What happened here? My head. Oh.
It's okay. It might be a bit much there.
Where am I? What happened here?
That's maybe a bit too Silent Hill.
My head.
That's better.
I.
Okay.
Where am I? What happened? My head.
Okay.
Remember.
How much did? Yeah, I think I said this in the recording. Like,
Head.
this groan is very much like, oh no. Whereas this is a bit more. Ooh, feel weird.
Where am I? What happened here?
That's a bit acty, isn't it?
My head. What happened here?
That's better. I think I prefer that one.
Where am I? Where am I?
I think I prefer that.
What happened here?
Oh, you didn't say anything about your head. Oh, whoops. Beg your pardon.
My head. My head.
I quite like the moaning, kind of the slightly more like.
My head.
Yeah, no, there we go. That's what we like. Okay. What's this? So this is.
Where am I? My head.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. And let me pop that in there.
I count 7 of them. Where am I? What happened here? My head.
I'm gonna just turn on. Let's adjust the volume there a little bit.
I count 7 of them. Where am I? What happened here? My head. The more questions I ask, the more the lack of answers becomes apparent.
So I feel like there's a line and then the groan. Is that right? No, it's not. Okay. Okay. I've got the script on the other screens, which is why I'm. Okay. Let me just.
Anamnesis.
There'll be music.
Act 1.
Music.
Pentacles. You wake up in an unfamiliar place,
Fading
seemingly
in the
within a
ambience.
town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Sorry, you thought I was done with this opening bit? You were wrong. Okay, let's take that up just a bit. It's not as big a jump.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
There you go. Just so you can hear that tail just a little bit more.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other
Wake up.
Take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The plain, cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room, in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles, with pentagrams drawn on the inside. I count 7 of them. Where am I? What happened here? My head. The more questions I ask, the more the lack of answers becomes apparent. The rain is too heavy to see outside.
Yeah, sorry, there's another line there. Whoops.
The more questions I ask, the more... I don't remember anything.
Okay, so then there's a... Right, so then you stand up. Okay. So, action sound design, but we'll kind of do that in just a second. What do we think so far? From the, what, 2 minutes that we have? Not even that, because we don't have any music yet. This is... We've definitely got something. I want to actually... Let's just try this. Okay. Yes, first of all, let's move everything over slightly. There we go. And then that'll be Anamnesis.
Anamnesis. Wake up.
Anamnesis.
Okay. So I'm going to try the same. I'm going to try and do the same trick again, but just with opening titles, just to see if it works.
Anamnesis.
Very creepy.
Anamnesis. Anamnesis. Anamnesis.
Anamnesis.
Okay.
Anamnesis.
Hello there.
Anamnesis. Act 1. Pentacle.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Okay. One thing at a time. Okay.
Anamnesis. Act 1. Pentacles.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I enjoy doing stuff like this. I enjoy doing really kind of this kind of chorusy sort of stuff. Just because it's sort of an interesting challenge and trying to keep track of all the different voices and really spreading everything out. Hey, was listening in from work earlier, just got home. This is so cool. Thank you, Goblin Mixtape. I'm glad. It's sounding really, really good. It's coming together really, really, really nicely. But slowly. See if we can get this title sequence on the go.
Anamnesis. Act 1.
I think we're still missing. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, you thought I was done with the intro. You were wrong. Made me laugh out loud in the car. I'm glad. I just can't leave things alone. Quite the problem. Okay. Whoops. Stop it. There we go. I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. Okay, the pan. Oh, these pan envelopes. Look at them. They're so messy. Just get rid of all these.
Anamnesis. Act 1. Pentacle.
That genuinely might be our opening. I might not strictly need music at the beginning. Still going to make music, obviously, because it's me, but still.
Anamnesis. Act 1. Pentacles. You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here.
Just gonna make that pause a little bit longer.
Act 1. Pentacles. You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
That hit weird. Okay, hang on.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Ooh, what's happening here all of a
And
sudden?
wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Went back to the intro and I think I broke
The
it.
room smells.
What's
Wake up. 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 Wake up.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The plain cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room, in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles with pentagrams drawn on the inside. I count 7 of them. Where am I? What happened
turn
here?
the reverb down just a little bit.
My head.
Just 'cause it's a bit overt.
More questions. Where am I? What happened here? My head.
Also, a little thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pan the voiceover very slightly one way, and the Anam lines very slightly the other way. Just so they're slightly, just so they've kind of got their own space in this sort of field. And also, so there's just like a tiny difference between them, just to distinguish them just a little bit more.
Grams drawn on the inside. I count 7 of them. Where am I?
It's a very small change.
What happened here? My head. The more questions I ask, the more the lack of answers becomes apparent. I don't remember anything.
Okay, what happens next? Oh, you get up. That's
The
what
rain is
what
too-
we were supposed to be doing. Okay. Hello. Oh, sorry. Apparently, I ducked out for a second there. I'm assuming everyone's still there. Says everything's fine. I think it may have started a new stream. I think we're. wooden floor household. Hello? Oh, where did I put that before? Hello, I appear to be back. I think we disappeared for a second there, but I think we're back now. Do I want to use some footsteps? People in the chat. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Movement. I'm trying to remember where I had my wood sound from before. Because I did have a wooden... Am I just being silly? Is this... Oh! Am I just... There it is. Okay. So this is standing up. And then just down mix this. Floor walking take 2. So that is past dev there, being very thoughtful. Okay, that sounds... I think I might put that in the end because I really like that. Just fire that over here for now. Floor walking take 2. Okay. So that's floor walking take 2. Okay.
Anything.
So I need a little bit of a creak.
The rain is too heavy to see outside.
Okay. So what we have here. So I've got this very small sound here of 2 footsteps with a slight creak at the end. So then the idea is that I'm going to have, just going to make them a lot slower, slow them kind of, so there's a gap in between them. I think I'm going to have this, I think I was initially going to have like, have it be quite distinct, but I think I might just have it over the voiceover.
The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare. The rain is too heavy to see outside. The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway, watching for answers, clues, anything. I try to remember something concrete, something I can grasp onto, something to begin with. The rain on the window offers me no answers. From somewhere within me, a word starts to form, like an afterimage of a sound.
Ooh, okay. So we have an interesting thing here. We have... okay. So we have the line where Mark actually
Like an
says...
afterimage of a sound.
Mark actually says the word anamnesis. So I don't know whether we put the titles there. Have that as a title sequence.
After image of a sound.
So have the
Anamnesis. Act 1. Pentacles.
yeah. I think we put that there. Like we put it at that part, because then we can
Act
start
1.
with this.
Pentacles. You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Okay. Here's how we're doing this. We're going to move this slightly further over.
Act 1. Act 1.
Maybe we can get rid of that. So
You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
I think I can make that louder. Can we make that louder? Because these are all, yeah.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to keep this.
Anamnesis.
Because I want to use it. Because I think I'll use it later on. But I
You
think
wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath.
so. This
and
is
wake
kind of
up.
the intro.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window.
Slight little reflection on there.
Plain cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room, in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles, with pentagrams drawn on the inside. I count 7 of them.
Because so ideally, if Mark was coming here to record, I would have recorded the voiceover and the kind of in-scene lines. Excuse me, as on separate microphones.
I count 7 of
So
them.
we're kind of fiddling around
Where
just to kind
am
of
I?
make them more
What happened
distinctive.
here? My head. The more questions I ask, the more the lack of answers becomes apparent. I don't remember anything. The rain is too heavy to see outside.
Oh,
I
yes,
stare
I'll
at-
make this a little bit louder here.
The rain is too heavy to see outside. The rain is too heavy to see
Maybe a
outside.
bit too much of a change there.
The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway, watching for answers.
Do we have a
clues.
better take of that?
The clothes I'm wearing tug at me.
Time
are
Whistle, hello! Wonderful for you to join us. It's going really well. I don't know if you've caught our marvelous introduction featuring some wonderful voices.
And wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
It's sounding really good. It's sounding very, 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 very good. And I'm very pleased with how it is sounding. I'm going to make this louder at the beginning.
Wake up.
Wonderful. We have about 2 minutes. You're in, yeah. These are all of our community recordings. They're also at the beginning here. We have all of them there. I'm going to use that in a second, but we have our
When
starting.
you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
There we go. And that's what that sounds like. I'm glad you think it's cool. I'm glad. Okay. That's all fine. That's fine as well. Okay. Where are we at?
Anything. The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway, watching for
That's what it
answers.
was. I was looking at for a new take. Where are we at?
I try to remember something is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway.
That's a better take.
The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway, watching for
Yeah. Yep.
to see outside. I stare anyway,
That's better.
watching for answers, clues. Anyway, watching for answers, clues, anything. Anything. I try to remember something concrete. Something.
So I want to be very clear. As much as I'm like, do we have a better take of that? That's not a criticism of Mark. Mark has done a fantastic job, and if anything, the fact that we have a variety of takes is a testament to Mark, because it means that Mark's performing it differently every time and giving it a slightly different energy every time. And sometimes what you think sounds good in a recording does not necessarily sound good in an edit, which is why it's important to get at least 2 takes. I know with some people they want like 4 or 6 or something. I think when we were at the BBC it was like 6 was like a low amount, which is a bit silly to me, to be honest. But you want to have lots of options for takes and different lines and things, just so you kind of know, just so you've got options in the edit, just to kind of, just insurance more than anything else, you know? Okay.
The rain is too heavy to see
I
outside.
need another footstep, I think. Hold on.
The rain is too heavy to see outside. I
Perfect.
stare
Perfect.
anyway,
Excellent.
watching for answers, clues, anything. I try to remember something concrete, something I can grasp onto, something to begin with. The rain on the window offers me no answers.
Do I want to keep that line?
From somewhere within me, a word starts to form.
Yeah, I think I might get rid of the...
The rain on the window offers me no answers.
Yeah, I'm going to cut that line. It feels very... This is something you would say in an audio drama, which, again, nothing inherently wrong with that. But, yeah, I think it's just... I think it's implied.
Thing to begin with.
It's just Mark going, by the way, the rain's not helping.
Thing to begin with.
Okay.
From somewhere within me.
See, I really like to take 5 in the recording, but it seems...
Watching for answers. I try to remember something concrete. Something I can grasp onto. Something to begin with. The rain on the window offers me no answers.
Yeah, even then, different... No, it doesn't...
From somewhere within me, a word starts to form, like an afterimage of a sound.
Okay.
From somewhere within me, a word starts to form, like an
Can we get it working with?
like an afterimage. From somewhere within me, a word.
It's very da 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 da. It's very practiced. It's...
Something to begin with. From somewhere within me, a word starts to form,
I'll probably bring in a
like an
sound.
afterimage of a sound.
I need to take 3. Is that right?
I don't remember anything. Anamnesis.
He said the thing. What is he? How does he do it in the other line?
Anamnesis. Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
Okay.
Glad I remember. Anamnesis.
Did I? Brilliant except last 9.
Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
Brilliant except last line. What do we think?
Oh.
All right, Mark. No one was asking you. Okay.
I don't remember anything. Anamnesis. Anamnesis.
I think I prefer this is. I'm sorry. This is not particularly good content.
Anamnesis.
Yeah, we'll take out the little kind of stutter and bring this in. Let's have a look.
The image of a sound. Anamnesis.
Okay, we'll leave a little bit more
Image of a sound.
And then this is where we bring in our delightful extra voices. I'm going to throw Sam in there as well. There we go. Okay. Let's get that there.
Anamnesis.
Spooky. Okay.
Anamnesis.
Excellent. Okay. So then it means we can move this over. Okay. Might put music at the start, not 100% sure. I quite like the idea of it being a very cold
You
open.
wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You wake up in an unfamiliar
Oh no, not doing that.
You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep
little bit of
breath
ambience in there.
and wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window.
Okay, I need to add a little bit of a thing here. just to make it sound a bit more like it's coming through a window.
Remember anything? The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway, watching for answers, clues, anything.
That's nice. Just
I
that
try
slight
to
change in
remember
volume.
something concrete, something I can grasp onto, something to begin with. From somewhere within me, a word starts to form, like an afterimage of a sound.
We're bringing like a white noise build here.
Anamnesis.
Ooh, I like it a lot. Okay, let's get some panning on the go with these here. Okay. Put that down there. Okay, let's get rid of these for a start, just so we can start from scratch. So again, up is for left, down is for right. So this one's in the middle. So then we'll start over here. Let's go 30% left. That one goes next, so we'll make that 30% right. And then, what's next? This one. So make that 60. Can we go even further? Yeah, let's keep it at 60, and then we can maybe go even further. So 60. What's next? That one. Let's make that 60. And then, ooh, yeah, let's go for it. Let's make that up to 75. And then this final one also down to 75. So now it sounds like this. Slightly more kind of panned out, slightly more extreme.
The clothes I'm wearing tug.
Oh, and then there's like a whole other scene that Mark didn't do. Okay. Ooh, yes, okay. So this is kind of where we get Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come from the Muppets Christmas Carol. All the script says is something moving coming up through the flow. Okay, what's that? Oh, I know what sound to use. Hold on. Oh, is this? Oh, where was it? Yes, that's what we'll do. So the sound we're going to be using. So, for reference, what's happening is that this will happen.
Anamnesis.
And then there's going to be a noise, and then we have more Sam recordings. Where's it gone? Line 1. Yes. Okay. Pop that on there. It's going to be this slightly strange supernatural voice that's going to kind of talk for a bit and then leave the room, and then we have more of Mark talking. Mark's going to talk about the clothes that he's wearing. Whoops! I'm going to stick all these over here for now, just to get them out of the way. Mark's going to talk about the clothes that Mark is wearing, that Anam is wearing, and then leave, and then that's the end of the episode. So, first of all, we're going to need Sam. I'm just going to call this designed. I need to work out what this voice is going to sound like. I think it's probably just going to be some pitch shifting and maybe a couple of effects. But the bass sound we're using, so this is a designed sound of a mine shaft breaking. Maybe a bit bigger, actually. I think I did have... It's annoying. I can't search like all my libraries. Sorry, I'm just searching through this, trying to find a specific sound. Oh, that's what it was. Overhead. There it is. That's okay. You can't hear that. Let me give it 2 seconds. So this is the sound of overhead wires, so like pylons. And I'm going to knock that down an octave. Slow it down. I'm gonna add an EQ. What do I need? I need a bass boost. Add in some extra low frequencies. It's quite loud. I'm going to just turn it down just a little bit. Okay. Can I make it mono? See, that hits slightly nicer, I think. And then gonna add in freesound wood. It's just basically just looking for some wood sounds, basically. Where's it gone? Where have you gone? Here. So you need lots of creaky, just creaky wood, essentially is what we're looking for. Weapons and hits. Ooh, okay. Let's use that sound. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so what this sound is, it's a knife being pulled across a metal table. So on its own, it sounds like this. But what we're doing is we're adding it to our super amazing vocal effect, specifically the granulizer here, and so it sounds like this. It's like a tiny little bit of distortion as well.
So, you made it. I wasn't. So, you made it. I wasn't entirely.
Okay. So now we get some more fantastic voice acting from the wonderful Sam Lee, creator of Anamnesis.
So, you made it.
So we now need to just quickly add a couple of things. And we get to have a lot of fun doing some very fun voice effects. You are very welcome. Thank you. Like it's very, 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 very good.
So, you made it.
If I could put this on the ah, yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send this particular track through the voices channel. So it means you get a clean track and then you also get the effect as well.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right.
So I'm gonna just let this really, really play out.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right. I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you did everything right. I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you handle it. I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for, and that was worth everything you've lost. So, you made it.
Was there anything at the end there? Yes, there's a sigh as well. Marvelous. Okay. That's sounding pretty good without too much trickery and fiddling around with things.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it.
Let's throw that over here. Just make this a bit louder.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right. I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you handle it. I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now.
A bit more of a pause there.
I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for, and that was worth everything you've lost.
Just really drag these lines out. Let them.
So, you made it. So, you made it. I wasn't entirely... So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right. I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you handle it. I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for, and that it was worth everything you've lost.
Fantastic. Ooh, it sounds good. Sounds real creepy. Okay, then what happens? A deep sigh. Okay, well, we have, which is great. Let's put that there.
Everything you've lost.
That's.
And that was worth
Then we're going
everything
to
you've
change the
lost.
script ever so slightly here. I've had an idea. Okay, so I'm going to put this sigh down here. But then, actually, first thing I need to do is I need to glue it so it's on its own. And then I'm going to reverse it so it plays backwards. So now it sounds like this. Deeply unsettling. Then if you add it with the sound, the pencil sound.
So,
Deeply
you made
unsettling.
it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right. I hope it was worth it to...
Do we need the sound?
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right.
I think we just need something underneath.
I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you handle it. I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for, and that it was worth everything you've lost.
So what happens now is we're going to fade out rather than... The action is that this figure leaves the room, closes the door. That probably still works. I should probably do that. That's just going to get it so that just like they just disappear again. I quite like the idea that it's this sort of figure that a sort of figure that is almost like this is this figure's world, you know, because we don't really find out who this person is, so I quite like the idea that like they almost brought this character here and then was like, well, you know, my part of this gig is up, I'm going home. Maybe that's it. I'm glad you're having a good time, Mysterious. I'm very much enjoying this. This is sounding a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this very much. Okay, we need some footsteps. What do I need? I need jewel. Looking for specifically a good sort of door knocking sound, because they can make very good footsteps. No. Okay. Nope. Okay. Nope. Annoyingly, I haven't figured out how to look at all of these at once. Creaking door, knocking on door. There we go. That's kind of what we're after. Okay, so this is a sound effect from a sound effect CD. It's specifically from. Oh, beg your pardon. It's specifically from the Perfect Home Entertainment Sound Effect Pack Special FX, designed for the professional or amateur sound enthusiast. That's me. Some of the guaranteed to add drama to your holiday, wedding, children, and pet video recordings. Some of the sound effects listed on the front as pulls. The first one is woman screaming. Fantastic. Electric drill, aircraft takeoff, thunder rumble, demonic laughter, knocking on door, which is what we're using, farmyard pump, pinball machine, pneumatic drill, anvil, filing cabinet. I have 4 of these technically. I love them very much. David Pello and Bucky got them for me for £1 each for Christmas one year. Best present I've ever got as a sound designer. Okay, so on sound effects on SFX CD1 we have some knocking on a door. We're going to use these as footsteps. But to do that, we need to, first of all, bump them down an octave. So, and then obviously make them mono. And then I'm going to just see what happens if I throw them on here. Oh, I think it's going to be too quiet, I think. Yeah, it's too quiet. Okay. What's the best way to do this? Okay. I'm going to create a new ambience track. Ambience 3. So then that frees up the sound effects tracks. My controller keeps falling. So I talked about this. I have mapped this out so I can use it as a mixer and also as a way to navigate around my project file. So, I can kind of select tracks by using the D-pad. I can change the volumes using the analog sticks. I can zoom in and out using the analog sticks. The problem is that this is not a very good controller, so it falls asleep quite quickly. But yes, okay. So, what's the best way to do this? What happens if I... Whoop. Okay, yeah, I'm going to need to play around with that footstep sound in particular. Whoa, that's a cool trick. Thank you. Well, it was suggested by the wonderful Mysterious, who is currently in the chat. I think they used it for video editing, and I thought it was a cool idea. So you can buy mixers for a computer, so you can have like a mixing desk plugged into your computer, but they're very expensive. And also quite fiddly, whereas it allows me to select a track and then I can use this as you can see the little fader going up there around here. I can use it as a mixing desk. So rather than there's something to be said for rather than clicking on a fader and then trying to approximate it, you can kind of feel it out a little bit more, which is something that sound designers and sound mixers and music producers say, when it's kind of like yeah, no, it's important to do it like that, and you're like, yeah, cool, whatever, but then no, actually it does actually make a difference. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's get another couple of sound effects tracks on here. Voice steps. Nope. Oh, sorry. Okay. Pop that there. Turn that up. Okay, so we've got a bit more of a thud there. Right, what's the best way to do this? Okay. And then if we actually add a proper footstep, if we find the wood one here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to add in an actual footstep, a very heavy boot. Ooh, hello. Okay. I'll turn these down a bit as well. So now we need a door. We need to find a door. What kind of door do we want? Yeah, I'll use that one. And then we're going to put these sounds back. So that when the door closes, and then we're back to the rain. Okay. Okay, what time are we at? 20 past 10. I could keep going. How much more is there? Also, I'm sorry, I'm aware that my kind of video's gone a bit jittery. Should hopefully even out in a second. Yeah, okay. If OBS is kind, I'm going to keep going for another... I'm going to maybe go for until I get the episode, at the very least, the first draft of the episode finished, get all the vocal takes in place. There's a couple of clothing things I'm probably not going to be able to do. We'll see how we get on. But let's just review while we're here, shall we? So this is going to be from the beginning.
You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
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 Oh, that still sounds so good!
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to... I can't just leave things alone, can I? I've just got to keep messing with things. Okay. Okay. What's the best way to do this? Okay.
Breath and wake up.
I need to make up my mind about this.
Wake up.
Wake up.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The plain, cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt. The plain, cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room, in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles with pentagrams drawn on the inside. I count 7 of them. Where am I? What happened here? My head. The more questions I ask, the more the lack of answers becomes apparent. I don't remember anything. The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway, watching for answers, clues, anything. I try to remember something concrete. Something I can grasp onto, something to begin with. From somewhere within me, a word starts to form, like an afterimage of a sound. Anamnesis.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right. I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you handle it. I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for, and that it was worth everything you've lost.
Okay.
And
I think. Ooh, hello. I think it's still. I think it could be slowed down a bit more. I think that's the big thing I'm getting from listening to it. Is that I think it's still works. I think it still works as is. I just think the pacing could be a bit better. I think I just need to slow it down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
of a sound.
Just because things like
The rain is too heavy to see outside.
I think that's just that just comes in a bit too quick. I think so. You know, just stretch that out just a little bit more.
Or anything. The rain is too heavy to see outside. I stare anyway, watching for answers.
Yeah,
clues.
like things like this. Like that can be stretched out a little bit more.
Be outside. I stare anyway, watching for answers, clues, anything.
Just
I
letting
try to
things breathe a
remember
little bit
something
more.
concrete, something I can grasp onto, something to begin with. From somewhere within me, a word starts to form.
Yeah, that could be a little bit longer as well.
Begin with. From somewhere within me, a word starts to form.
Bring in music
Like
here.
an afterimage of a sound. Anamnesis. Nesis.
Okay, that needs to be slowed down. And then add a little bit of extra time after the.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right. I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you handle it. I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for. And that was worth everything you've lost.
Yeah, this bit could be a bit.
Worth everything you've lost. Worth everything you've lost.
What was the take I liked? I had the really good clothes bit is what I've written down.
Form. The clothes I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame and look completely alien to me. It appears to be a robe of some sort with a fabric that feels unfamiliar to my skin. It hangs off me like hand-me-downs from an elder sibling. The sleeves swallow my hands and arms.
So, this is where you get to see me being very silly in front of a microphone in the name of audio drama. Right, I'm going to just also add in an extra thing here because That was take 3. Take 3, take 2. Yeah, okay. Just gonna do a quick bit of housekeeping. Let's.
Where am I?
Okay, I need the very beginning here.
That song when I. Yeah, I'm ready.
Good, thank you, Mark. So I need the.
Where am I?
Okay. Just to kind of give you an idea of what the character's doing. Just add in a little bit of ambiguity there.
I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame and look completely alien to me. It appears to be a robe of some sort with a fabric.
What does the other take sound like with this bit? As much as I said I didn't like it.
As I shrug off the robe, the clothes I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame and look completely alien to me. It appears to be a robe of some sort.
Okay, that's a little bit too. That's a bit too sassy, Mark. So let's keep it slightly more neutral.
The clothes I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame and look completely alien to me. It appears to be a robe of some sort with a fabric that feels unfamiliar to my
I'm
skin.
literally just gonna stand in front of the
Hangs off
microphone
me
and do this.
like hand-me-downs from an elder sibling. The sleeves swallow my hands and arms. The shoulder pads pull my shoulders away from my neck.
Oh yes, Mark.
Neck.
Mark added an extra noise. I forgot about that.
As I
It's taking it off.
As I shrug off the robe, I recognize more familiar clothes underneath. A pair of black jeans, a green shirt, and a well-worn leather jacket. On the back of the robes, I find 2 of the circles with star patterns inside. Was this protection somehow?
Is this?
As I shrug off the robe, I recognize more familiar clothes
I
under.
think this is a slightly better take here.
Shrug off the robe. As I shrug off the robe, I recognize more familiar clothes underneath. Neck. As I shrug off the robe, neck. As I shrug off the robe, I recognize more familiar clothes underneath. A pair of black jeans, a green shirt, and a well-worn leather jacket. On the back of the robes, I find 2 of the circles with star patterns inside. Was this protection somehow? Did I put the robe on? What happened here? The room offers no answers, no clues. I look out the window. Did I put the robe on? Fiction? Somehow? Did I put the robe on?
I'm gonna take some of these lines out because I'm not.
What
100%.
happened here?
They don't. They don't
The
quite
room
work.
offers no answers,
Like stuff like that.
no clues. I look out the window and realize what I have to do.
Actually, no. I kind of have to leave it in, don't I? Ugh. Thank
Yep.
you. Yep. Yeah. I know. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. No, I know. I need to leave it in. I know.
Okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, the what happened here as an Anam line. I'm saying that. What happened here? Cut on that?
Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a much better line.
Did I put the robe... What happened here? The room offers no answers.
Right, is that going to work? Probably not.
What happened here? What happened here?
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Tried a thing, it didn't work. Okay, that's fine, that's allowed. Okay.
No clues. Where am I? Head. Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
Let's see what the other take says. Where's take 3 gone? Oops. Take 2. Take 3, there we go.
Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
Yeah, for take 2, I think.
Glad I remembered to bring a coat. Where? Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
That's good, that hits. Okay, and then that's walking away. On the wrong track, but it's...
Was this protection somehow?
I left my big jacket in the other
Did
room.
I
That's
put
really
the
annoying.
robe on to do? Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
Yeah, so it'll be like a... I can do that with this coat. Okay, I can do that with this shacket. Jacket, schmacket, Janet. You can tell it's getting towards the end of the stream. Okay.
Glad I remembered to bring a coat. Remembered to bring a coat. Remembered to bring a coat.
And then close the door. And then that fades down. I think I'll probably use a different fade just so it fades out a bit quicker. And there we go. We have almost a first episode. We almost. I'm gonna do some quick sound effects recordings very, very quickly, and then I'll probably call it there, I think. So right. So this is where it get very silly. What do we have?
The clothes I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame.
Can I use this? Yes, I can. Okay. So this is going to sound really silly, and it's going to look very silly, but I insist that this is a very important part of sound design.
The clothes I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame and look completely alien to me. It appears to be a robe of some sort with a fabric that feels unfamiliar to my skin. It hangs off me like hand-me-downs from an elder sibling. The sleeves swallow my hands and arms. The shoulder pads pull my shoulders away from my neck. As I shrug off the robe, I recognize more familiar clothes underneath. A pair of black jeans.
Okay, and then we have genuinely one more sound.
Bring a coat.
Which is down here.
Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
Not sure that worked, but we'll see.
Coat.
Yeah, okay, that actually does work. Okay. Let's see if that works.
The clothes I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame and look completely alien to me. It appears to be a robe of some sort, with a fabric that feels unfamiliar to my skin. It hangs off me like hand-me-downs from an elder sibling.
Just gonna...
The sleeves swallow my hands and arms. A robe of some sort, with a fabric that feels unfamiliar to my skin. It hangs off me.
It's a real tragedy that you didn't film yourself rolling around in a sleeping bag for the Amelia Project Foley. It was a really fun day, but luckily I was in the house by myself that day. Otherwise, my partner would come home to me just in the living room, just rolling around, not realizing who I was Foley stunt doubling for. I didn't, just because the script wasn't finished when I was starting to work on it. And then it came through and I'm like, oh my God. So, that was...
Like hand-me-downs.
Odd day, but a really cool day.
The sleeve arms. As I shrug off the robe, I recognize more familiar clothes underneath.
Okay, so I think we're done. I think we might actually be done with this episode. Barring music, obviously. That'll come later. Is what we're sitting at there. 4:55. Add a little bit of music on there. We can hit 5 minutes easily. We can add 5 seconds somewhere. But that's great. That's fantastic. Okay, well I'm just going to quickly add a little bit of mixing. The tiniest micro bit of mixing. Just throw that on there, and then let's have a listen. Let's see where we're at.
You wake up in an unfamiliar place, seemingly within a town or city. You cannot remember who you are or why you are here. All you know for certain is that you are not in your home. When you are ready, take a deep breath and wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
That still sounds so good.
The room smells faintly of burning wood. There is nothing in the room other than the door and the window. The plain, cream-colored paint on the walls has been burnt in places, as has the floor. I am sitting in an empty apartment room, in the middle of some strange patterns drawn in chalk on the floor. They look like small circles with pentagrams drawn on the inside. I count 7 of them. Where am I? What happened here? My head. The more questions I ask, the more the lack of answers becomes apparent. I don't remember anything. The rain is too heavy to see outside. Anything. The rain is too heavy
My
to
ad
see outside.
might cut that down a bit.
I stare anyway, watching for answers, clues, anything. I try to remember something concrete, something I can grasp onto, something to begin with. From somewhere within me, a word starts to form, like an afterimage of a sound. Anamnesis.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it.
Sorry, I realize I'm ruining the narrative tension here, but I'm just going to stretch this out just a little bit longer.
from somewhere within me, a word.
Sorry.
Anamnesis.
So, you made it. I wasn't entirely sure you would do it. You asked for a lot with this, and you didn't do everything right. I hope it was worth it to get here. I'm sorry I won't be able to see how you handle it. I would very much like to see what happens next. You're on your own now. I hope you find what you're looking for, and that it was worth everything you've lost.
Let's turn this down just a little bit.
The clothes I'm wearing tug at me. They are too big for my frame and look completely alien to me. It appears to be a robe of some sort, with a fabric that feels unfamiliar to my skin. It hangs off me like hand-me-downs from an elder sibling. The sleeves swallow my hands and arms. The shoulder pads pull my shoulders away from my neck. As I shrug off the robe, I recognize more familiar clothes underneath. A pair of black jeans, a green shirt, and a well-worn leather jacket. On the back of the robes, I find 2 of the circles with star patterns inside. Was this protection, somehow? Did I put the robe on? What happened here? The room offers no answers, no clues.
Probably be some music.
I look out the window and realize what I have to do. Glad I remembered to bring a coat. Glad I remembered to bring a coat.
And there we go. We have an episode 1. We have episode 1 of Anamnesis. Oh, I'm glad we managed to get through all of that in one stream. I was worried. Amazing. Okay, so basically the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put all the episodes on the same file, on the same project file, because it's what I do for the tower as well. Is like I have everything on one file. So you've got episode 1 here. You know, episode 2 will be over here somewhere, and so on. But yeah, so I think on Wednesday I'll make some music for this episode. Let's get it all out of the way, because I don't know if Wednesday is going to be the last stream of the year as well. I need to figure that out. But yeah, I think Wednesday will score this episode. We'll do it on an episode by episode basis, which involves opening up another project file. So that's going to be interesting and slightly more complicated. But yeah, that is it. That is us for this stream. Thank you so much for coming along. If you want to know more about the game, it is first of all, it's fantastic, and the game that this story came out of, there is a link in the chat right now to it. We're making this as part of the Anamnesis Jam that runs until the end of January. So if you like the game and you want to see how other people are responding to it, please go check that out. If you want to know more stuff about what I'm doing, you can find everything on at tincanaudio.co.uk. Yeah, that's kind of it. Like this has been really cool. It's been very, very, very good. I'm happy with how this is sounding. Hopefully the rest of the episodes come together as easily. yes, thank you so much for coming along. Thank you, Sam, for the fantastic game and for lending us your voice. And thank you to all of our fantastic Ko-fi members who all sent in voice clips for us that have provided our wonderful ethereal ghostly choir. So we'll be back on Wednesday, same time, 8 o'clock UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern. It will probably be dark and cold here still, and we'll be making some music for this episode. Oh, this is going so well! I'm so happy with this. Yes, so thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you on Wednesday, but in any case, please enjoy the rest of your week. I hope it is not too cold where you are, and I will see you soon. Good night.